What's this A?
Can you mute me?
Huh?
Just mute
Hello, Joel.
Welcome to the Wild Dispatch!
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Wild Dispatch. I'm Robin and as usual, I'm back with more skills and stories from the wild. We are doing things a little bit differently for this episode. I guess, first of all, I should say happy holidays to everyone, Merry Christmas, or however you like to greet one another, wherever you are in the world at this time of year. Celebrations and tribulations. Now, for people who have been following along on this podcast for a while now, they may remember that at the end of last year, there was a special voicemail left by a certain mega fan of the podcast who goes by the name of Joel Methley. Well, we've done one better this year. I actually took the opportunity to visit Callum Methley, who is a friend of mine and the father of Joel Methley and Harry Methley too. And we recorded a podcast where we turned the tables and I was actually the one who was being asked the questions. So this is kind of a fun episode where lots of questions about me, my life, my adventures, and what I like to get up to. So actually, in a funny way, it's a chance for me to talk about myself a little bit. Normally, my brain is running at 1,000,000 miles an hour thinking about what the next question is going to be whenever I'm talking to guests. So thank you again, Callum and the gang, for letting me stay in their home. And thank you to everyone who continues to keep listening. It's been an absolute bumper year full of amazing conversations, really exciting adventures, and the number of listeners just keeps going up and up. So that is because of you guys listening along, sharing with friends, all of that good stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's plenty more episodes in the pipeline. I've already actually got a few recorded. I'm excited to get them out in the new year. And yeah, I'm going to stop waffling. Here's the gang.
Okay, it's not jokes time though.
It could be.
What do you call a person with his hole in his head?
Doug.
Doug. Okay, now what do you call a person without a hole in his head? Douglas.
Yeah, there you go.
Whew. This is actually quite fun. Joel, stop.
Did you move that mic?
No, I didn't.
You did. I can see you did.
Now it's there.
Okay. I think we're ready.
Yeah.
You're just touching your mic.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not touching the mic, not breathing.
Yeah. So good.
Okay.
Okay. Are we going to do an introduction, me, or are you going to... I mean, you guys are the podcasters now. Shall I do the intro and then you guys can take over?
Yeah. The intro. I'm not good at intros. You're the best intro.
I can do the intro for myself.
No. Let Uncle Robin
Yeah.
do what he does.
Okay, I want to hear what he says and do what he
Okay.
does.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Wild Dispatch. I'm Robin and I'm back with more skills and stories from the wild. And we have a special episode here today. We have two very special guests. I believe two people that enjoy listening to this podcast from time to time. We are in East London. It is just a day after coming back from a spectacular hunt in the Eastern Cape. And we are now having some R&R, some rest and recovery with these two very passionate youngsters. Who's going to go first to introduce themselves?
Me?
Okay, go ahead.
Harrison. Mackie, Joel can go first. Sorry.
Hello, my name is Joel, and I am very passionate about the podcast.
Oh, well, that's very nice to hear, Joel.
And I am probably going to be the one who's asking most of the questions.
Well, I'll prepare myself then. Okay.
My name is Harry.
Yeah, you can say.
My name's Harry Methley.
So what
And
do you
I'm
like to do,
also
Harry?
very passionate to ask 5 questions or
5 questions.
10, 20,
Is that
30,
just
40,
that's just a guess?
50, 60, I don't know.
Well, we don't. Let's see how much time and
I
energy
don't
we
care.
have, shall we?
Yeah.
So then we're going to do a slightly different format for this podcast. Normally, I'm the one asking the questions, but I've
Yeah.
been told by a certain father of yours that you're very excited to ask me some questions.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself, please, Dad.
It's Callum. I'm the father of the 2 podcast question askers. And
Tell us a bit about yourself.
I am based in East London. I'm a avid bow hunter.
That's East London in South Africa.
East London in South Africa. Hunt predominantly in the Eastern Cape. Hunt as much as I can. And yeah, I've got 2 sons and a daughter living in East London in the Eastern Cape. Father, business owner, and yeah, bow hunter.
And incredibly wonderful, generous chap all around.
Yeah, well, thank you. Appreciate that.
So there's one thing that you can't hear right now, but I can hear a certain Harry tapping his microphone, and then, which is coming in very loudly in my ears. It's
Don't
gonna
do that, Harry.
make it impossible for anyone to hear. So if you want to ask these questions and have anyone hear them be answered, then you're going to have to keep your hands under your bum and you're going to have to sit on them.
There we go.
Okay, so
But now I can't.
The excitement level.
this.
Next.
Like,
okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't touch the mic.
I will sit on my hands.
So
and
who
I will
wants to go first with a question? Me. Okay, what
How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
Okay, I am 39 and 3/4.
What?
That's how old I am. I will be 40 in June, which is very soon.
Whoa. Okay.
It's a big milestone. How old are you?
8 years old. It's born 8th of September.
Okay. So you've got a little while before your next birthday.
Yeah.
Are you going to introduce yourself?
Yes.
No, you already did. You already did.
Yeah,
that.
you did.
Yes.
You did a very good job.
But my first question is probably, how is it touring around the whole world? Like, how is the experience? What's your best place probably you've ever been to?
That's a very good question. I think I might have to deploy. Hang on here. For now. Okay.
Because it just can't resist.
Just remind me.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll try.
The question was, what's the most amazing place that I've traveled to?
Yes.
Oh, so first of all, I'd say I don't travel all over the world all the time. I travel some, and I'm very grateful for the traveling that I do. I'm lucky that I'm able to do that. To choose a place that is the most amazing, it's a very good question. For some reason, I would say maybe the Galapagos Islands.
And where is that?
Dad's just undressing from his very tight sweatshirt.
Yeah, sorry, am I making a noise?
Doing a performance as well. It's very beautiful.
Just need some music.
I'd say the Galapagos Islands, which
Where
is
is that?
it's in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. You have to travel about, I think, 1,600 kilometers, I believe. No, let me think about this. I think it might even be more than that. I think it might be like 4,500 kilometers from like Mexico, or not Mexico, but like the country, Central America, you sail across, and it's a long, long way. But it's amazing there. It's a set of islands. They have giant. You can remember your question in a second, Harry. So they have amazing giant tortoises that live to be 150 years old. They have these amazing dragon-like looking lizards that actually swim underwater, and they spit salt water from their nose. They look amazing. And what else is there? It's amazing weather. You're right on the equator. And I was lucky enough to go diving there. And going through there was amazing moments where these huge manta rays that are 3 meters wide were swimming above me.
That's cool.
While hammerhead sharks were swimming all around us, maybe 20 hammerhead sharks. Yeah, it was a pretty amazing experience. I definitely would love to go back at some point. But I'd say that's probably was the question my favorite or like the most amazing?
The most amazing.
I think that would probably be the most amazing. But then there's so many really amazing places. Parts of South Africa, the Eastern Cape is totally amazing. The Karoo is amazing. In America, like being in the mountains in Colorado is incredible. It was amazing being at 3,500 meters and seeing elk and moose and just the wilderness there and having snow and all kinds of incredible things happening. Wild weather. Yeah. So I think that's my answer to the first question.
Cool.
You ready? Is your question, can I take my headphones off?
No, I don't know any questions yet.
Okay.
Loud boy.
You want to? Okay, go on. So, what were you going to say?
Okay. I was just asking, what's your I'm asking when's your favorite podcast?
Okay, my favorite one.
Yeah.
Joel and I actually just talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my favorite podcast was one quite a long time ago. It was with Renius Mlongo and Alex van den Heever, who are both South African.
Mm-hmm.
They are very good animal trackers.
What?
So they actually have followed the tracks of leopards, and they're able to go and find the leopard even though they can't see it. They'll find it, travel for kilometers, and needle in and find a leopard in a tree somewhere. But the way that they also do that...
Sorry.
It's okay, Lola's excited.
Dog, yeah. Yes.
So they have incredible stories, and they've even done that. They've even found leopards for the president of America on I think multiple occasions. So
that is cool.
Yeah. And then the last thing that's really interesting about Renius is his ability to track is so amazing. There was a time like you could be driving with him, and he will say, "Oh, do you want to see a python?" And he can tell 400 meters away from the noise a bird is making, not only is that there is a predator in a tree, that it is a python. So he knows that well. He knows the bush. He can understand.
That is amazing.
It's years and years and years and years and years of training.
Yeah, just living in the wilderness.
Yeah.
He just knows. He grew up in Kruger Park before it was Kruger. So, you happy with your answer, Harry?
Well, yeah.
Is it weird that you're hearing
Joel,
it?
you had some other questions to ask about.
I just need to move this. Because I want to sit down back.
You asking about what does he actually do for a living?
Oh yeah, what do you do
thought
for
all
a
he did
living?
was hunt.
Kind of, yes.
So,
You could say that, I guess.
I wish that was all I did. So I actually have worked for the last 15 years as a writer. So I started off working in London, originally working in the advertising industry. So, you know, when you watch TV and the TV commercial comes on and it's like that's a funny idea or whatever. It was my job to come up with what the idea would be and then write it down. And then if the client, say, people I used to work for, what's up? Okay.
You guys just have your podcast while I won't talk to my father.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
It's a bit...
So,
Don't stomp your feet, Harry. Sorry.
it's okay. So what I do for work is those TV commercials.
Yeah.
I come up with the idea, and I was working with someone else at the time. It's the two of us. We'd come up with the idea, we'd write them down, and then we would show them to companies like people that I used to work for, like KFC or Apple or Facebook or
So anything.
the Guardian newspaper in
Yeah.
England. And so then we would show them ideas, and if they liked it, then we would go ahead and we would make it. And it would be like a TV thing where you're like, you see in the movies when there's like a whole thing with a warehouse and cameras and like lots of people. I was there as well. And so I would be there and we'd be making the film. And sometimes it would be 30 seconds long. Sometimes it would be 3 or 4 minutes long.
And do you still do that?
Sometimes. Yeah, I do. So I work at something called freelance. So what that means is rather than working for a company and always working all the time, I get to do jobs that I choose, or people will say, hey, we need some help. We can just pay you for 3 months or 6 months.
Yeah.
And so that's how that works. So
Okay.
I most recently did some work with Amazon, actually. So that's who I was working for before.
That's
now.
big.
And yeah, so it's good. It's nice. I have time, which means I can go off into the boonies and have adventures when I'm not needing to work, and then come back and do some work and make some money.
Sorry, I don't know what the boonies are.
The boonies, it's a good question. The boonies are the wilderness. So it's like the bush, the boonies, in the sticks. Yeah. So
Your mic, Joel.
I'm not just...
you both have been tapping the mic from time to time, I have to say. So
Okay. And my other question
yeah.
is, now as soon as I get to ask all the questions, they all get out of my head.
That's how it goes.
I actually want to see a photo of you when you were young, but I feel like it's too much to ask.
No, I can
That
show
can be
you.
your artwork
Okay, yeah.
for the podcast.
This podcast
That's
is
the
a
deal.
different podcast because normally they ask you the questions.
Yeah, but now
Or
we
you
ask-
ask them the questions, sorry.
Yes.
Now we are asking.
asking you the
Exactly.
questions.
Exactly. It's funny being on the other side, I have to say. Yeah,
Why is
the other
it?
side of the microphone. It is.
Telling us what.
But it's also not easy thinking of the questions, is it?
No, it's not easy at
Says,
all.
hey, what do you want to ask me? Then suddenly you're like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to do some preparation, and I write like little notes and think about the questions that I'm going to ask. I can hear you tapping the mic there.
Sorry, Dad.
Dad's shaking his head.
No, Dada, no. I'm busy in a podcast.
Someone can't stop fidgeting.
You look very comfortable there, Joel. Okay, so is there anything else that you wanted to ask me? Maybe about bow hunting?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
What type of a bow do you have? I'm not trying to be silly, though.
Okay. I actually shoot a Matthews bow,
Why?
which is different from your dad.
Oh.
Because your dad shoots a Hoyt, and sometimes people with Matthews and people with Hoyts don't always get along.
It's only the Matthews people that have a problem with Hoyt shooters, I think.
So I have to have a special kind of bow because I have very long arms. You see here?
Yeah.
Compared to Dad, we're both stretching our arms out now.
So
Yeah, very long.
I have to have a bow that fits my draw length, otherwise it's too short. So when I first got my first compound bow, it actually didn't fit me. So it was like 3 inches too short. So when I pulled my bow, instead of having this arm proper and straight, it was like this. But I didn't know that was wrong because
Bent.
I wasn't at the best bow shop, and they just sold me a bow that was too small for me. So it was, I think, the third bow was when I went to West Coast Archery Shop in Northern California. It's just near San Francisco, in a place called Petaluma. That's where they got me a bow. Are you shooting arrows?
Shooting arrows in the
Are
background.
you shooting accurately? I feel like you're hunting me now.
I actually have to add something. You talk about the importance of draw length.
Yeah.
Try having 2 young boys who shoot bows, who are constantly growing.
Yeah.
And every time they want to shoot their bow, it's almost like you have to
Refit them.
refit the bow every time. It's actually, but it shows the importance of the draw length.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
You guys are
Hey,
gonna,
yeah.
you guys are gonna have to shoot more often so that your dad.
Yeah, I'll
doesn't have
shoot
to-
you.
Trouble is, your grip there is quite tight.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
That's
Uncle
all
Robin.
right.
Yes. Please, can we?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
To sort of finish answering your question,
Yes.
Harry.
it's called a Matthews. It's called a Matthews Atlas, and it is a Matthews Atlas with a 33.5-inch draw, and it shoots a 600 grain arrow at about 275 feet per second. So, Joel, do you have
We might have to restart the podcast. I think that.
And now, peace and quiet.
Yes. Sorry.
So, can you remember any of the other things that you were thinking about asking me?
No.
You asked me about something favorite, I think.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask what's your most memorable hunt?
That's a very good question.
Gotta think for that one.
I do. I think maybe my most memorable hunt was probably the first animal that I shot in America, because I decided that I was going to become a hunter there. I'd already shot a few animals in South Africa at that point, like springbok and...
Yeah. It says springbok so perfectly. Like, I didn't expect you to. I thought you were gonna like say. I don't mean to be silly or anything, but like springbok or. But you said it. I don't mean to be funny or
No,
anything.
what? How did I say it?
Like springbok.
Like the way you're supposed to say it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, well, I do spend a lot of time in South Africa.
Yeah, I know.
My wife is South African, so...
Yes, I know.
I'm
She
around.
works on the olive farm, doesn't she?
Well,
If I'm not
sometimes,
mistaken.
yeah. We're heading there soon.
Yeah.
So, although I think the first thing I ever shot was actually the first thing I ever shot with a bow was a turkey. Turkey in the US.
Pretty hard.
It was hard because I didn't know what I was doing as well. So I had to get
And it was a.
it's a small target. It took a lot of the first shot I took on a turkey,
Yeah?
I missed because I was trying to shoot it in the head.
And then.
And its head moved and I missed. So then I think after the second try, I decided to shoot its body and then I hit it. But that's not the most memorable. I'd say the most memorable hunt that I ever had was the first big game animal I took in America, and that was a black bear.
With a bow.
Actually, the night before, I broke my bow. So I had my rifle in the car.
That's.
So I had to revert to using my rifle.
Yes.
And the reason why it was so memorable was a number of things. That was the first season, the first year that I decided that I was going to try and be a hunter. And I was very inexperienced and I didn't know what I was doing. And I wasn't lucky enough to have a dad who hunts like you. So I wasn't taught
Yeah. What to do.
all the things. So I had to try and learn them myself. And so I spent a lot of time walking around carrying my bow, hoping that I would see animals. And I think I spent about 30 days, not in a row, maybe over the period of 2.5 months, I'd say, looking for actually deer. That was what I was supposed to be hunting. But I also had permission to shoot a bear, just on the off chance.
Yeah.
And I tried this area and I walked hundreds of kilometers looking for deer and I couldn't find them because I wasn't looking in the right place. And then I was about to go home, like after a long time, I was just about to go home. And I thought, I'm just going to try looking in this one place, a little closer to a town rather than being completely out in the wilderness. You okay there, Joel?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
And as I started walking up a trail, a huge buck jumped in front of me and ran down into this valley. And that was the first one I'd seen in like 10 days of hunting. So that got me very excited. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna go into this valley. I'm gonna try and find this buck. And that was the next day. And that was after I'd broken my bow. And I took my rifle and I crept in there in the first light. And it was a really steep, like little gorge. Imagine about 20, 30 meters high on the sides, steep, really steep terrain on all the way down. And then a very small like river in the middle. And it was dark and it's full of very thick trees. Like imagine huge like trees that are sometimes like 2 meters wide very, very big trees because they're redwood trees, which is like a kind of tree that grows there. And as I was walking through, I kind of made my way through and I decided to sit and just wait because I was always walking too much because I was too excited, like some people I know. And then a bear, the first black bear I'd ever seen.
Sorry.
It's okay.
The excitement is just it's too much.
So a black bear came walking down right in front of me. And I was like, wow, this is happening. Like, what do I do? This is amazing. This is the first time I've ever seen a black bear. But I'm getting an opportunity. And it walks towards me and then it walks along like a fallen log, like a log that's maybe a meter across. And I hadn't put a bullet in the chamber yet because I'm trying to be safe. So I had sat and I hadn't loaded. So I thought, oh, this thing's walking towards me. It was maybe 6 meters away, 7 meters away. And then I cocked the bullet, tried to do it quietly, and it heard me and then just ran up the hill and stopped about 25 meters away and looked at me. And it was giving a look over its shoulder, and it was kind of a perfect quartering away position. And I remember just thinking, well, this is my opportunity. Like, if I'm going to shoot this thing, it's now. And I raised my rifle and I pulled the trigger. And
Nothing.
Bam, it went down. Yeah, I hit it in the shoulder and it rolled down the hill. And that was it. That was the first animal, the first animal I took. And a bear, which was like a big surprise. So then, as they say, then the work starts. So I had to think, oh man, I need to get this together. Because bears, they have like very thick fur, right?
Yeah.
They're all fluffy. So that means they keep their heat in. So you need to like take off that fur as quickly as possible. Otherwise, the meat will stay hot for a long time. And that means the meat could go bad. Mm. And I was very worried about this. So I needed, like, I don't have any ice. I don't know anything. So I ran like a couple of miles back to the car, like drove to like the nearby shop, which was only 5 minutes drive, 10 minutes drive away, got ice, did all that stuff, came back, came to the bear, and then I had to try and get the bear out of there. And I wasn't at that skill level at that point of cutting it up or anything like that. I was just like, I need to get this thing out of here. So I gutted it, and then I just carried it out on my back. And it was the most physically exhausting thing I think I've ever done, because I had to carry it. I tried carrying it down the river, but it was so slippy with all the wet rocks and the wet logs that I kept falling. And so I decided, I just have to get up this steep bank about maybe 40 or 50 meters of elevation, probably like 35-40% elevation. Super, super steep to get up there. And so I first tried carrying this on my shoulders, walking up the hill, but my feet kept slipping. And the only way that I managed to solve the problem is there's a rule in America when you shoot a black bear, certainly in California, that they want to age it by looking at its teeth. When animals get shot, after a while, their body gets stiff, and then it's very hard to move them. So if you have to put a stick in its mouth, so its mouth is stuck open, showing its teeth, because then when they get the head later, they can get in there and they can pull the tooth out easily. Otherwise, they can't get the jaw open. So that actually is what saved me, because I put a stick like this big in its mouth and then tied it around its mouth. And then I attached that rope to the stick so I had something to pull. Because like when you have a springbok or an impala or any of the others with horns, you can pull them by the horns. It's like they come with a handle. But bears are just floppy, heavy.
Yes, I've never actually thought about that. That's so true.
It's hard.
Yeah.
So this thing was probably about 100 kilos. And I had to drag it. And I remember taking it like inch by inch, like centimeter by centimeter, carrying it up the hill. And I had to tie the rope around its mouth. Then I would throw the rope around a tree, and then I would lean back, and I would lean
like
and pull
winching it
all my weight, like winching it, pulling it up like 5 centimeters, 5 centimeters,
Jesus.
5 centimeters. And then I would have to like try and hold it in position and then climb a bit further up, and then throw the rope around the next tree and haul it up. And so it was very exhausting. But then I managed to get it up there and get the skin off and get it back and process it, and the meat was fantastic. It's actually, I think now, maybe my favorite meat of all the game meat that I've eaten. That bear was very, very tasty.
That is a very, very, very interesting story. It's a long and interesting one.
Thank you, Joel.
A long and interesting story.
Such great feedback.
Yeah, no, there's no no candy coating.
No.
Have you got a question, Harry?
Yes, I do. Actually, I don't know why. Why did you come here? How do you know my dad?
Okay, that's a good question.
That's a really good question, actually. How does he?
Okay, let me think about this.
I'll let you answer this one.
I'll try and answer quickly.
I got two.
Okay, the first answer. Tell me what the second question is.
The second question was why did you come here?
Okay, so the first question is how do I know your dad?
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of the long short answer is my family who lives in South Africa introduced me to someone who owns a game farm on the West Coast,
Yeah.
which is called West Coast Hunting Safaris, but they often hunt at a location called Tali Tali. His name is Thijs van Niekerk, and he introduced me to Callum's friend, Caden Marquis,
Yeah,
who
Caden
I'm guessing
Marquis.
you know.
Yes. Harry doesn't know him because he doesn't watch the podcast.
Okay.
But no criticism. It's-
So, Caden then told me about hunting in the Eastern Cape, and we went for a hunting trip in the Eastern Cape together. And then that was when I fell in love with hunting in the Eastern Cape. And then at Flyblast, where we often hunt with Fred Hammer, who is also on the podcast. That is how we got connected, because you guys are all friends, and we ended up hunting together at Flyblast and having a great time.
Yeah.
So that's how we became friends.
And we all, just got on really well.
Now I have that answer that you asked me, Dad. What is my favorite podcast? Probably the Fred Hammer one or the Leopard one. That's
Okay.
my favorite.
Okay.
The Fred Hammer one and the Leopard. Especially the second Fred Hammer one.
Joel loves leopards. That's his favorite animal. He will never not like them.
It's a good choice.
It's an amazing animal.
Yeah.
I dream of seeing one.
And mostly because I have a cat. His name is Hookie. Hoekemoelie is his full name, but that's an Afrikaans name because there was actually a leopard. So I don't know if you know, there's Dad. What were those things? The TV show that used to be on DSTV. Now they do it live on YouTube with the game drives.
Oh, isn't it? I can't remember what it's called now. It is on YouTube. It's called Wild something. Do you know what it's called, Harry?
Wild what?
I don't know, but it's
where they have the live cameras showing from the Kruger, from Sabi, from all of those.
But
places.
anyways, it's a like a show. Well, not a show. How do I explain it? It's like a live that they do when
it's a live transmission from some of the game farms with the
where
rangers.
Oh, really?
And they're going on their game drives.
Oh, I thought
And,
about that myself as a thing. That's cool.
Yeah, and they actually have pretty much a live feed. And as they're going, they find lions or and they have various different reserves around the country.
Okay.
The bigger ones.
Wow, okay, that's interesting.
It's actually really, really good, and it's a full live video feed.
You'll have to share that with me at some point. Maybe I'll put a link in the
I'll have
put a link in the bio.
While you're chatting, I'll see
Put
if
a link in the show notes underneath.
Funny enough, my parents, who you've just interviewed, that's like their daily feed,
like that.
basically. Yeah,
They like a live hunting. How funny.
Well, no, it's no hunting.
Oh,
just
it's a game
just
drive.
game drive.
What's game?
Just game viewing.
Oh, just looking at
Yeah,
games.
just
Oh, well,
so-
they just have
fantastic.
like the tourists and the visitors of the week or the day
So-
with them in the
car.
game viewing vehicle.
That's awesome.
And they have the cameras in the vehicles and
they
they'll
like
pick up-
telephotos
Yeah,
and lens and
yeah.
stuff. That's a really
and
good
then
idea.
there's different. So speaking about leopards, there was a leopard there. His name was Hoekemoelie, and then that's how I named him after. And unfortunately, I think it was a few years ago he was poached.
Oh, shame.
Yeah. Well, he escaped, should I say?
It could,
Well, he was poached from the other side of the
it
fence.
could have escaped and then was poached.
Yes.
Maybe.
Oh, wait.
So you had a second question for me, though. The first is, how do I know your dad? And the second question is,
why did you come here?
why did I come here? I came here because, as I explained in the last question, I'm friends with your dad and it's fun to hang out. Also, it'd be fun to meet you guys.
Yeah.
And thank you. And then, also then, which is also kind of answered by what your dad said, is that I wanted to interview your grandparents. So they spent a lot of time in Namibia, which was called,
Flash.
back then it was called Southwest Africa, right? And they spent time building roads all the way up in Namibia.
Yes.
And seeing all kinds of elephants and having amazing. I think you're excited enough. Do you need more caffeine, eh?
Yeah, no, I don't think you need any more.
I do, Dad.
We're all having water. You can have some of that.
What?
Water.
Turn it around the other way. There you go.
Oh. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Sorry. Okay, I'm back
So that's
now.
why I was down in East London, because actually your dad told me about his parents, I think a couple of years ago, about the amazing stories that they had. And that gave me the idea. And I was excited about that. And this is the next time that I had a chance to come down here and interview them.
Okay. So now you finally got to interview them today.
I did. And it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Had my drink.
Do you want to do another mark check there, Harry? Are you okay?
Yeah,
Think you're good.
Wait, I want to do another funny part of the video.
You want to do another funny
Funny
part?
part of the video. What?
Okay, yeah, go on.
Jokes.
Okay, well,
Jokes.
I think what we should do is we should wrap up with jokes.
Yes.
We'll finish.
Jokes at the end. Jokes at the end.
Oh.
Yeah, we will. But I think there's time maybe, let's see, what are we at for time? I think, does anyone have any more questions? I think that there might be maybe.
No.
if you can think of any more.
No,
I
I don't.
have a lot more questions.
Joel, no, we're not doing that much. Here's a...
Somebody wants to get to jokes.
Yes.
Well, then you're going to have to wait.
We'll call you if you want when the video is ended.
Okay, so we're going to have to exercise some technology now.
What?
I think some muting may have to occur.
Harrison?
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Okay, well, you can wait.
I want spring roll.
Okay, so, Joel, you said you have a lot more questions.
Yes, but they just need to come to mind. So you can ask.
I can ask a question.
Yes, maybe if you have any. I'm not sure if you will.
Okay, if you could go on any kind of outdoor adventure, what would it be and where?
So you're saying, what would I do in that place?
Yes, it's like, where would you go and what would you do?
Actually, this weekend, the past weekend, I learned how to fly fish.
Okay.
And it's great. Like, I love it. My dad used to fly fish.
Yes.
And so obviously he has everything and he can teach me. So I would probably go somewhere fly fishing. I know my dad went fly fishing in the Seychelles.
Correct.
So most probably there, Seychelles.
Okay. Do you know what kind of fish you'd try and catch?
There's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons.
I think you might be able to catch with a fly the fish that you caught recently, huh? Didn't you show me pictures of a
Dorado.
Dorado?
Yeah, you can catch. Yeah,
Dorado.
100%.
Didn't I see a picture of you?
I've
holding
actually
a Dorado?
tried. Not no, I haven't. I've never caught a Dorado and fly. I've caught.
Someone's
giant
made a
trevally,
Dorado fly.
Sailfish. Might have been a sailfish.
Oh, maybe that's what I was
bonefish.
mistaking it for.
Yeah, bonefish, and then just various giant trevally, blue trevally. What else?
Yellow, black
tuna.
tip.
Yeah, black tip trevally.
Maybe we'll have to show a couple of pictures of you
Yeah, I've
smiling,
got-
smiling with fish. You've sent them to
Yeah,
me already.
yeah, I've got some of those.
GT, yeah.
GT is called giant trevally. That's why it's a GT. Or kingfish. It's also called
Or
kingfish. So,
BT Javali.
Okay.
Blacktail Javali.
yeah, that's true.
So do you think you're going to do some more fly fishing now?
You know that the strange thing is, and I was speaking to Joel about it, is I used to do a lot of local fly fishing in the rivers here and the coastal around here. And then I was fortunate enough through a friend of mine who was managing a fly fishing organization in the Seychelles. And he invited me up. And I went there. It was like a opportunity of a lifetime to go to what is ultimately a 5-star fishing destination for virtually no money. And I went there, and I spent 2 weeks there, and I caught the most amazing fish. And actually after that, I kind of almost lost the will to go and flog the water locally, because it's a totally different type of fishing here as it is to there, or in the saltwater realm anyway. Because you're blind fishing. It's kind of like walking. It's kind of like walking through the bush, thick bush, with your bow. Yeah. Where there could be an animal around the next corner, but you don't know, and you're kind of just always on the stalk. Yes. Whereas fishing in the tropics or fishing in that clear water, like fly fishing environment like the Seychelles, it's literally like walk and stalk, or spot and stalk. Yeah. Sorry, not walk and stalk. It becomes like a spot and stalk. You actually don't do anything until you see the fish. Yes. You see the fish, and then you go after the fish, and you try and present your fly and, the perfect cast and perfect retrieve. Yes. And you fool it into taking your fly. Yes. So it's a lot like hunting in that way, and a lot more like hunting, I think, in that way, as to just blindly throwing a line in the water, and maybe there's a fish there at that time, or maybe there isn't.
But that's about like reading the water well enough to put.
Yeah, that is true. But you still never know.
Oh, of course.
If the fish was there,
yes,
maybe had a look at your fly or didn't.
It sounds a lot more fun. But it's a bit like the difference between spot and stalk, big western hunting, maybe,
correct,
and walking through a rainforest jungle and just stumbling
upon something
like 10 yards away.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. You're gonna pick it up again, maybe.
Well,
do some more.
Yeah, Joel's shown an interest in it, and he's very keen. So I'll teach him what I know.
Yeah.
I want to learn some too.
Yeah, I used to tie flies. Actually, used to do some training of newbies and people that wanted to learn how to fly fish. So I've done a bit of that. So it'll be really good fun to
do it with him.
To do it with them. And
do you know the magazine The Mission? Oh, okay.
Oh, I know it.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Okay.
I do read magazines. Ask my brother.
Yes, he does.
Okay, good.
I have a lot of interest in them. I'm playing with a Lego sword.
You're going to get yourself off the podcast if you don't sit still. How's about that?
No.
Yes.
Please, Dad. At the end.
Sure, I'm impressed with the level of focus though. I have to say. It's been going for a while.
No, look, it's also we should have been doing this probably in the daytime. Yeah. Because the nighttime,
there's a lot of hype.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
This is going to be
the growth hormone is hitting the system, and it's like adrenaline shots at the moment. But no, it's done very well. Yeah. And I think there's been some very good questions as well.
I think there has.
In amongst
Harrison
eating the microphone and
50 minutes.
Telling some jokes.
50.
I think we've done well.
That's pretty good.
Only 50.
Very well.
So the rest on jokes.
Well, let's just see if there's anyone who has a last question.
Can you ask me something?
Okay. Let me think.
You can't point a finger at your brother when he's making a noise, because you've been doing it the whole podcast.
Okay, now the pressure's on me to think of a question.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I guess my question is, what do you love most about your brother?
I love nothing about him.
That's a lie. Complete lie.
That was a truth.
I like that normally... Okay, well, that's not true. Okay. I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything.
You can. I'm sure you can. How about we ask Joel? Okay, Joel, you go first while Harrison's thinking of the question. What do you like most about your brother?
Gotta think hard for that.
It is hard because he's the older brother, and all his younger brother does is irritate him. So it is a very difficult question. But your brother does have some very good traits.
that he can change. That he can change from being impossible
Yeah.
to being like really easy to work with.
To work with.
Yes.
To get along with me.
Yes.
I think that's a better way of
He
putting
can change. In what way do you mean?
Yes.
Like,
Like, just
suddenly.
it. Yeah.
yeah, just like a
I think that's actually probably.
Some kind words.
just like a click of a finger.
Okay.
Can change just like if you see Harrison and Fletcher, his cousin, at 1 minute, at 1 second they arguing and fighting,
Yeah.
and then another second they playing cars or whatever.
Getting on like a house on fire.
Yeah.
They're both the same age.
Okay.
And they're like they've also, all of them are very close to their cousins. Joel has a cousin, same family, that's almost his age. Harrison has a
Yeah,
younger
older.
brother that's also almost his age. So yeah.
Okay, the ball's in your court now, Harrison.
Question.
What do I like the most about my brother?
What's the,
The
thing
thing
you
I
love
like about my brother is
There's so many
hard.
things, Harrison.
no nothing.
How can you say there's so many things? You can't say there's so many things
It's the
about
only
yourself
thing he
that
does
someone
is
loves.
irritate him.
That's a bit narcissistic, don't you think?
That's very narcissistic.
Harrison.
Okay, Harrison, what does narcissistic mean?
No.
No. Okay. What? Think of something that you like about your brother. There must be one thing.
I like that sometimes when Joel says a bit of mean stuff, and then one of my cousins say it, and Joel's like, no,
Yeah. Exactly.
don't do that. He's
Yeah.
like,
So he protects you.
yeah.
You might irritate him, and he might get irritated
Yeah,
with you, but
but
he
he
doesn't
did-
let anyone mess you around.
Yeah, but if someone does this to me, he goes,
He'll sort them out. So.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good big brother thing to do.
Exactly. It's kind of a love, can be very much a love-hate relationship.
Okay. So I think we might
What is your most favorite place in the world?
You did that one.
think we did. No, you said what was the most
In America, let's say.
amazing place. What's my favorite place in
Like,
America?
what has the biggest atmosphere, if I get what I'm saying? Like, all the expensive cars, expensive houses, all the, like, if you get what I'm saying, like,
What? So
the most beautiful country, if you get what I'm saying.
so I think you might be asking that with your own personal opinion, a little bit laced in there.
Yes.
Because
Your,
so for me, my favorite place in America, and actually the interesting thing was when I first moved to America, I was actually living in Santa Monica, which is a place, absolutely, it's like in Los Angeles,
yeah?
which is full of very fancy cars, very
Yeah.
fancy clothes, and beaches and kind of lavish lifestyle. But what I learned was, in order to live there, I had to have a job that paid a huge amount of money because
Yeah.
there's a lot of rent that you have.
Yes.
And so I could be there and I could be around that stuff, but I wasn't happy because I was having to work too much.
Yes.
So actually, I was much happier when I moved away and first moved to the countryside.
Yeah.
So actually, that was first when I went to a place called Joshua Tree. And me and my wife, we lived in a
Yeah.
caravan or a travel trailer in the desert in a dry lake bed. And it was about 5 kilometers from any direction. It was just nothing. Except we realized after being there for a few nights that it wasn't just nothing. When you waited and you looked, there were all these creatures and animals everywhere.
Yeah.
There were these ants, and we'd watch the ants going back and forth with their food. We'd see the first night that we slept there was this crazy sound that was, I'll try and make the noise now. It was like this. And me and my wife were like hugging each other. scared.
What the hell?
1
Yeah,
o'clock
like,
in the
what's
morning,
that?
It sounds like demons are outside.
Yeah.
Later we found out that it's coyotes and they make that screaming sound.
No, that's the worst.
Similar to a jackal.
It's just like a jackal.
Like a laughing kind of...
And so a pack of coyotes were like around us,
Yeah,
and they were making
that
that
was
noise.
terrifying.
And we saw all kinds of rabbits, and like they call them jackrabbits there.
Yeah,
Like-
jackrabbits.
like a hare. It's got like
Scrubby.
lines.
They
Yes.
also call it scrubbies.
Yes, exactly. And we
Scrubbies.
even actually, when we were walking in the mountains, we saw mountain sheep, which was pretty amazing there.
pretty cool.
Desert bighorns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Amazing
I
animal.
wasn't a hunter then, and I didn't know how amazing it was to see those. But it was because we were walking to an oasis. An oasis is where, I don't know if you know, it's like water naturally comes up, and it's called 49 palms, and there were just 49 palm trees growing in this one area in the mountains. So, I'd say for me, that Joshua Tree experience was very special for me because it was like where I learned to be more wild.
Yes.
It's almost where you became conscious of the wild.
I think so. Yeah.
And that's awesome.
We actually,
That's
it was
awesome.
so little light at night that we would look in the sky to see the stars, and they were so bright because there was no other cities or any light anywhere. We could see every star. But the funny thing was, after 3 days, we were like, it's weird, that cloud has been in the same place for like 3 days. And what we realized was it's the Milky Way.
Oh my gosh.
And it
was so predominant.
so bright that we
Yeah.
thought that it was a cloud
That's insane.
being caught by the moonlight.
That's insane. So also something I just picked up there, which is a pretty cool topic, is the fact that like you never hunted.
No.
You weren't a hunter when you went into that environment.
Which
and you
environment?
saw the Joshua Tree area. And
No.
so you were putting yourself into the wild without the sort of filter of a hunter.
Yes.
So you started to see things that you almost didn't have a real appreciation for. And you because you mentioned there that you saw a bighorn, but you didn't actually realize the context and how great that actually was to be able to see one of those, or
Yeah.
that only maybe through hunting did you actually come to the realization that that is actually quite a special encounter.
Yes. I mean,
So
it's like a
that's-
rare and special
So
thing.
that's pretty cool. That something like hunting, you don't really think about
It gives
hunting
you
like
more,
that.
yeah.
It actually gives you more appreciation.
It's
for
true.
the things you see.
More awareness,
More
more
awareness.
passion, more
Yeah.
being more informed.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's true. I did hunt a little bit in England, but it was with air rifles.
Yeah, but also, hunting in one
Not
country a
big
certain
game.
way, and then going to somewhere like America and seeing that that's completely different.
Yeah.
So
And-
it's pretty cool. That
I have a weird question.
Okay.
But how are the spuds in England, and how is the tea there? How is the food? Like the unique
typically English food.
English food and drinks.
Or why didn't you ask the question? What is the typically English food?
Well, how
No, I'm
is it?
saying how does it taste?
Okay, so we should probably choose a few classic British meals. I'd
Yes.
say the Sunday roast is probably a classic.
Yeah.
Most often enjoyed in an English pub. I would say it's roast potatoes, and maybe it will be turkey or beef, like a beef joint or lamb.
Yeah.
That's roasted,
Yeah.
and carrots and peas that are usually boiled, and mashed potatoes maybe as well, or like mashed potatoes or roast potatoes,
Yeah.
and some gravy, obviously.
Yorkshire pudding?
If you're lucky. If you're
Yeah,
getting
that's the best stuff in the
fancy,
world.
a Yorkshire pudding.
Oh, my
Yorkshire
gran
pudding.
used
I
to
don't know
make
if
that.
people will know what a Yorkshire pudding is. How would you describe it? It's like a batter fried.
Is
Yeah,
it not
it's-
custard-y? It's sort of
not
custard.
custard, is it?
Well, it's definitely egg-based, isn't it?
I don't know.
What is in it? I actually don't know.
What inside?
Yeah, what is a Yorkshire pudding actually made of? I mean, I
all
grew
it
up eating
is.
it. My gran made it for
It's
me,
just
but I just
batter.
loved it.
It's just batter
Yeah.
that's then like baked into like a sort of like an empty dumpling.
Souffle,
Yeah.
Maybe a souffle.
like type thing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's
I just remember
delicious.
it's delicious with gravy and
It's
your
so good
potato
with
and your
gravy.
meat and
it's
everything.
like a sponge for gravy.
Yeah, exactly that.
So I'd say it's good. Pubs in England, at least when I was there 10 years ago, the standard, it's okay. It's like, it's not amazing. It's not like fine dining, but it's good. And it's like good, basic, hearty food, like food that
Yeah.
warms your stomach and warms
Yeah.
your ribs.
And how have you tried rooibos tea before?
That's a good question. Rooibos tea,
Yeah.
should explain what it is for people. Actually, people in America, they call it rooibos.
Rooibos, yeah, obviously. Roll the or.
Give me a perfect pronunciation of the word.
Rooibos.
Rooibos.
That's correct.
I can't do it.
Rooibos. So the Afrikaners would be able to say it better.
They can say it very well. So I do. I actually drink rooibos every single day.
Yeah.
Maybe twice a day because I don't consume any caffeine. I don't ever drink any normal tea.
How is the tea in England
Compared to here.
compared to here?
Well, I don't drink normal tea, so I couldn't tell you. But I think the standard of tea in England is very good. For
So
us.
you've tried tea in England?
Oh, yeah, I grew up on tea in England.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
So the tea in England is better than the tea here.
Well, I haven't
No
tried
competition, but...
Yeah, I personally enjoy rooibos. I think we do have some pretty good teas, but I still think England's the
England
home
is-
of tea.
Yeah.
it. I think
They-
India might.
India is probably our home of tea,
I
but
think
yeah.
England
India
had a different
consume-
opinion about that.
Yeah, I think you probably. I don't. I actually wonder what the biggest consuming nation of tea is
It's a
per
good question.
capita. It would actually be.
Some people
Something to
should
look
answer
into,
these
but-
questions because they
Yeah.
know these things.
But rooibos is indigenous to South Africa.
yeah.
It's very specific to an area called the Cederberg
Yeah,
or Cederberg Mountain.
yeah, the fynbos.
Yes, they have a very specific plant that grows in that environment, and it gets made into tea, which has a red color.
Yeah.
That's what I drink. So yes, I have tried rooibos. I drink it. It's supposed to be very good for you. It has 0 caffeine. It's full of antioxidants, so it's very
stuff.
tasty. And I don't even drink it with milk.
Obviously.
It's actually the best way to have it.
Yeah.
Strange enough, if I drink normal tea, if I have rooibos, I won't have it with milk.
Ah.
Just it's got such a rich flavor.
Yeah. So there you go.
Okay,
I think that we might be
wrapping it
ready
up.
to wrap up, and I think we have
Harrison's
some time.
ready to eat some more chicken chow mein.
And
This podcast
focus.
made him hungry.
Okay, I think we're going to have some jokes.
Yes.
Okay, who wants to go
knock,
first?
knock.
Nothing rude, please, Harrison.
Aww.
Well, there we go. All his jokes.
Okay.
Okay,
Who's there?
okay, what else can I do that I eat more? Right?
No.
It's a rude joke, man.
Okay, no, that's rude too.
Okay, just do one. Do one.
Okay.
I'm sure. Uncle Robin's
Okay,
doing
why did the chicken cross the road?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Because
That is such. Some people should tell the best jokes. I would love to hear some new jokes. Tell Harrison the best jokes ever. This oak needs to learn jokes.
Maybe that's a new feature on your podcast, Robin. It's like you end your podcast with, right, tell me the best joke you've ever heard.
That's a good finish.
That's actually not a bad finish.
It's a hard.
There's
I don't know
also
if I
pressure.
could remember. And I think any of my favorite jokes are going to be like a 10-minute long.
Yeah. The best are the ones that are really long but have no real.
Yeah, they just don't go anywhere.
Just,
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any jokes?
No, but I have many more questions.
you can ask him still.
Well, if you can think of a question in 5
Joel,
seconds,
no, we're
then you can
doing.
have it. Well, you can do a joke, and then Joel can ask a question. Okay.
Joel, please.
So, where do you come from in England?
Joel.
Harry,
just-
just wait.
I've
Please.
waited so long.
Think of jokes while we do this.
So, in England,
Yes.
I was originally born in the north of England in a place called Lancaster, which is actually quite far up. It's not, as far as I remember, I lived not too far away from Scotland. I don't remember because I was a baby, obviously. But I spent the first few years of my life there, and then my parents moved me and them down further south
Two?
to a place called Bracknell, which is just outside London.
Yeah.
And we lived there for, maybe it was just a couple of years. My mum might be listening to this podcast and she'll be saying, you don't even know where you were. So,
Just-
Bracknell. And that was an area which was kind of, I think, a bit rough, to be honest. So I think my parents decided to take us out of there.
Yeah.
And then, if you do, would you want me to finish this question?
Yes. I'm just.
Okay, so then we moved then we moved to a place right on the south
Yes.
coast called Portsmouth. And that is a harbour. It's actually where lots of people who were originally in London in the docks moved, and they went to Portsmouth to work on the ships from the Navy. So there's a big harbour there. It's lots of boaty things. And my parents are big sailors. Like I said, they've been sailing around the world.
When did you say that?
Oh, maybe I didn't say that. Maybe that was in the podcast I just recorded 2 hours ago. Okay.
Yes, probably.
So that's why we moved there. And then I lived there for maybe 10 years, maybe 12 years before moving to London. And that's where I started working
That is very interesting.
and then moved to America. So there you go. That's my answer.
And what is your favorite British dessert? It's another food question.
That's a very good
You're
question.
gonna be here all night.
Okay, well, I think we're only allowed to have 3 more jokes and 3 more questions.
Okay.
What? 5 more jokes, 2 more questions.
Okay, but I'll answer your question in a second, but we have to have a joke now.
Okay, you can have a joke. Harry?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Oops.
Whoops, who?
What? Huh? Oh, whoops. I did it again.
That's such a...
I mean, that's kind of funny because it doesn't make any sense.
A lot of them don't.
Okay, good.
None of them
still
make
funny.
sense, by the way. None of them.
I think that's the basics of comedy.
Jokes.
It's surprising.
How did you get into podcasting?
Okay, I can answer that.
Okay, and then we're done.
I was a guest on another podcast called the Hunting Stories podcast, hosted by Michael Scrogan.
Who's Michael Scrogan?
He is a very good podcaster, and he gets people on to tell their hunting stories.
Yes.
And he's become very successful. He's sponsored by Vortex and rifle companies, and he's a good friend of mine, and he's who I went hunting with in Colorado. So if you're interested in listening to podcasts, maybe you should try listening to some of his episodes.
Okay, I will.
And the reason why I got into it was because he invited me onto his podcast to tell stories about hunting in South Africa and in America and learning to hunt and to bow hunt. And I had so much fun talking with him for about 2 hours that I thought, like, this is a great format. This is really fun. And I would like to do it more, asking other people questions.
Yeah.
So that's how it began.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right, then.
That was good.
Thank
We'll
you.
end this by ending projection.
Well, thank you, everyone, for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Harry. Thank you, Joel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And thank you, Callum.
Absolute pleasure.
Should we say goodbye?
Yeah. Thank you
Goodbye.
for having us.
Say
Thanks for having us. Harry.
Right, that's another one done and dusted. Once again, happy holidays, everyone. I hope that you are managing to get some time off and are able to get out and have some adventures in the wilderness, or at the very least, spending some quality time with the people you care about most. That's all from me for now. Thanks for listening, and until next time.
Welcome to the Wild Dispatch.